gonna take a lot of adjectives to describe this one album in this week's show. I got this.
Every Friday, I provide Gen-Xers and this front yard squirrel who gets really stoked if somebody says Pearl Jam with a curated playlist featuring new music from your favorite classic rock, alternative, and indie artists. Another one of their songs that have been floating around for years, written during the Chinese Democracy sessions, Guns N' Roses officially released the new single, The General, on all streamers today. It's the B-side of this summer's Perhaps 7-inch, made available to pre-order in August. Their new album, Saviors, is coming in January, but the third single is out now. New from Green Day, it's Dilemma. Rush bassist and vocalist Geddy Lee releases the two-track The Lost Demos to all streamers. Newly mastered and remixed versions of Gone and I Am You Are previously unfinished tracks from Lee's lone solo album, 2000's My Favorite Headache. Rumors continue to swirl about a possible rebirth of Rush, including new music and a possible tour. When Cesar Guequian purchased Gibson brands a few years ago, who would have thought that he'd one day launch the Gibson Band? Deconstruction is their debut single. It features System of a Down vocalist Serj Tankian and Black Sabbath axe slinger Tommy Iommi. And former Skid Row vocalist Sebastian Bach drops his first solo single in almost 10 years. What Do I Got to Lose is in this week's playlist. How to describe Neil Young before and after, with so many adjectives.
Ready? Here we go.
A 13-song, career-spanning, continuous play, single-track, 48-minute solo acoustic journey. Available on CD, vinyl, and Blu-ray. If you want to stay up to date on the latest releases from the classic, alternative, and indie artists of the 70s, 80s, and 90s, subscribe. First ever 180-gram vinyl pressings of Fiona Apple's Title, When the Pawn, Yada Yada Yada, Extraordinary Machine, and The Idler Wheel, Yada Yada Yada, arrived today. Also look for 180-gram vinyl issues of Electra 2000, You'd Prefer an Astronaut, and Downward is Heavenward from 90s heavy shoegazers Hum, best known for the 1995 alternative radio track Stars. The Best of the Primitives on a 2LP vinyl Dutch import gives you a chance to spin their two-time hit single Crash, a track you probably best remember from 1995's Dumb and Dumber soundtrack. A remastered Atom Heart Mother, originally issued in Japan in 2021, is now available in the US from Pink Floyd. It's a 2 CD and 1 Blu-ray configuration featuring newly discovered film of a performance from over 50 years ago. And it's the 25th anniversary edition of the debut album from Australian rockabilly punkers The Living End. It drops on CD and special edition red vinyl. Live at the Royal Albert Hall captures 3 nights of concerts featuring entire album performances of Cuts Like a Knife, Into the Fire, and Waking Up the Neighbors from veteran pop rocker Bryan Adams. It's available on 3 CDs or 4 LPs. Both feature an additional Blu-ray. Blue Oyster Cult's 50th Anniversary Live First Night gathers 3 sold-out shows from September 2022 on vinyl, CD, and Blu-ray. The prog rock trio of Keith Emerson, Carl Palmer, and Robert Barry, briefly known as 3 in the late 80s, present Rockin' the Ritz NYC 1988. It's a first-time vinyl release for the 2017 album. 3 different places you can go if you want to keep going. This week's curated playlist, last week's episode of No Time to Rock, and a special episode in which I figure out how to put Rush back together. I said it. I said it. And no matter what, however you do it, don't you ever stop rocking. I mean, what would younger you say if you did?